Hello there and welcome back, or welcome to a series I can perfectly sum up in a little meme for you.
Actually working on art. Working on your art studio.
I've done a lot of work in this room that is attached to my garage and for some reason not the rest of my house. Cleaned it so many times. This time we're doing some more minor changes, some more cosmetic work. Name's Tommy, welcome to NEFFEX. I do think the first footage I recorded for this was, first of all, a while ago, but also this. Jump right into that, like Scrooge McDuck into his gold. I got these three shelves on this wall, right? Wood colors actually go quite well together. Happy little accidents happen. What I think what really elevated though is painting these things a dark gray color to match this wall and the other shelves I got in here. Have some leftover paint from there. Next thing I'm gonna do is properly organize everything on these shelves. So I think it just makes sense to take that apart and paint it before I do that.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.
Shelf is going well, but it's also going slow. You do not want to know how long this took. Up to here, it's gonna stay that way. This stuff is mostly still empty and I might mess with these things in the future. So now that everything is in the perfect place, I can make prettier labels. And then I might take on the gallery wall next. No. New bend there, new bend here, and now we can just... Right, problem solved. I'm a crafts person, I'm good with this shit. Okay. Just gonna, yeah, flatten that, okay. That one's surprisingly low. Where are the marks? What? Feels like an episode of Taskmaster, that.
Bingo.
I think that we've already know, yeah. I think that we've already know. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah.
Now it ain't particularly pretty, but it's gonna work for now. Just gotta clean up this mess. So I gotta be honest with you. Fumbled around with that box yesterday for so long that I was just so hungry by the end of it that I just shoved it in the cabinet. But it did look hideous. Today I attempted to right my wrong and I mean, it's not worse, is it?
I think that we've already know.
I've decided that today's the day I'm gonna hang the dartboard.
Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need
Bada bing, bada boom. Today's a fun day, by my definition anyways. Got my label maker sticker and some fresh new tape for it, white on black. I'm gonna relabel all the boxes on the shelves. Finally, I get to have a little bit of fun. This thing has to go. For context, camera is currently on the windowsill. All around this room, well, except for that wall, this plastic cable tunnel thing going around, which means loads of outlets. Not complaining. Sometimes I sit facing that way, and then I just... this. There's nothing currently that annoys me more. It just connects one wall to the other, mounted to the wall in the most piss poor DIY job I've ever fucking seen. And there's dust up there that I could not clean out all the years that I've been cleaning this freaking place. Also, there's this gap because it's not cut and measured and fit right. It serves no purpose. It has to go. Don't know if you've noticed, but this is really pissing me off. Also, once that is gone, it's gonna give me a bit more wiggle room with all the stuff that I put in this corner. Added bonus. Just realized I might have to move the shelf with the heavy stuff on it, and I don't want it. Probably gonna have to fill some holes in this wall and get some new paint on it. Former resident was a drug addict confirmed. Not concerning at all. That white cable is for TV. Apparently it's not connected to the TV outlet that's in here, so that's useless. I've been meaning to do the holes in this wall as well, so while I'm at it, might as well. Although now that I've hung the dartboard over here, that might be obsolete. Don't mind me, just setting the mood. It is gloomy as hell out today, hence the lighting. Might be a few raindrops in my coffee now. Excuse anything from here on out. I have had about 3 hours of sleep. I don't know why. Just happened. We'll be handling a saw today. Don't know if that's a good idea. Been to the hardware store, 2 of them. Replaced the massively oversized one. We have a lot of measuring and cutting ahead of us. Definitely starting to see why it was originally done the way it was done, because them fucking corners, man. The angles are gonna require all of my geometry skills. This is as far as we got yesterday. Over here is looking really good. It's a lot more subtle. I will have to vacuum a lot. Huh. Perfect. This bit though didn't quite work out as I had hoped. Once again, I was reminded that absolutely, and I mean absolutely, nothing is at a right angle or even ever. Still not happy with that, but this is connected now. That worked out well. Yeah. Ta-da! Finally done. I do not want to think or talk about that corner ever again. Thank you very much. Mission accomplished. Currently in the midst of another project, but I need to take a break from that. Just been brainstorming a couple of things that I still need to do in here. And the current thing that is like brewing up in here is that I was planning on like a gallery wall. I want to put like a bunch of stuff on this thing. Then I think it's just gonna look really busy. Also, I really like the color on the wall. Also, cork on this wall, basically use it like a massive pin board and just pin a bunch of stuff to it. Two very busy walls, I don't know, I'm not feeling that. This one big frame, and it matches like the wood colors in here pretty well. I'm thinking that one in the middle. Thoughts on that? I think I quite like that actually. I didn't think it would fill up that much of the wall space. Put them up horizontally, maybe. It's actually quite nice spacing. In terms of the height on the wall, that one would fit quite nicely. Position them all with their centers aligned, or you know, the bottoms aligning. Then I also only would have to make 5 holes into this freshly painted wall. Been a bit unclear on what to put in the frames. Because of course my artist pride is like, put your own stuff. And I was thinking about making a whole gallery wall, so that would have taken longer than I will live. I'm pretty sure we're not doing that. This whole wall here made of cork. I should probably start using it. I thought it would be cool because I always have things left over from every project to put those up there. Just a couple examples, you know, the template for the golden ticket, the template for the outsider's jacket, ghost templates. It's mostly templates, as I'm now realizing. The earliest thing would probably be this thing that came with the pumpkin carver that I bought for my pumpkin army video. The playlist of me making things is gonna be down below. Just the occasional sticker. And I had like the bath sponsorship. The update mail always came with these posters. I think I got 2 of those. I'm just gonna hang up the ones that I already have, and then for the future I thought about making this the end card, you know? I got a vision. Just to take up some space right now, I have a big poster that came with my advent calendar this year. Sherlock Holmes themed. It was kind of cool. And that's where you track your progress and stuff. So I thought about putting that here because I don't have anywhere else to put it. It is in itself meant to look like a cork board already though. So we're gonna have a cork board poster on top of a cork wall that already has a bear-shaped cork board thing leaning against it. Get ready for some corkception. I'm not 100% sure where to start. That corner is kind of far away, so for now I think I prefer this one. Note to self. More colorful templates. Ponyboy Curtis will love being right next to the golden ticket, and you cannot tell me otherwise. I finally had the virus. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Still a bit nasally. Lounging around the house so much. Had one good effect though. I found a bunch of things that I forgot I had, including these, which are 4 of my all-time favorite movies. I thought I could put them up on the cork wall. Was about to do that, and then I didn't know where to put it, so I've decided that Eventually, I'm gonna have to make projects inspired by all 4 of these movies. Be prepared for that. Really don't feel like anything that is too physically challenging. One thing that I've been meaning to do for a while, and I think I could manage. You see this? That's the window, obviously. But then this here is a ginormous gap. You know? Usually, there would be a line of grout there. I think that's the right word, but don't quote me on it. For some reason, there is not. I do have some of this stuff that I don't know how old it is exactly, but it might work to close that gap. So I'm gonna try that and see how it goes. Alright fam, turns out that shit was all dried up and of no use anymore. Realized that after I cleaned out the nozzle. So today I'm going to take the final trip to the hardware store for this video. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Don't need these 2 things in here. Let's get to it.
And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah? We were built to thrive, yeah? I think that we've all had enough.
Welcome back to a more current point in time. If I could just direct your attention to this over here. Disproportionately proud of this wall, just because I know how exhausting it was getting all of the wallpaper off, and I think I just chose the perfect color to paint it. I don't know, I'm just, you know, I'm happy. But even when I was painting it, I was aware of the fact that I still had to sort out that right up there. See that? Whole length. For reasons unbeknownst to me, the wall and the ceiling do not meet. That's that. Step away from that, you can barely see it because those pipes are right there. And it shouldn't bother me, but it kind of does because I know it's there. Now what could you do about that? Just cover it up. Now before any home improvement contractor know-it-all dads get all up in my space, frankly, I'm all for doing things proper, but I'm also for, you know, choosing in life generally where to dedicate a little more or none of your energy to, you know? And some things just don't need to be absolutely perfect. They just have to seem like they are for my own personal sake. I bought these, conveniently, came in a 2-pack. What's the word? Like in, trim, that's the word. It's just styrofoam because that will be, well, that wall is, as all walls are in this house, not straight or flat or at the right angle at any point, you know, anywhere, because that's just how all houses are. It's just fucking easy for me to mold a little bit, and also just very easy to cut into pieces. No accidentally sawing your finger off. Maybe stabbing yourself with a knife, which arguably, I don't know which one is worse. Do let me know if you work in an emergency room. I thought about putting them up first and then painting them, and then I thought about having to do this all the time. Probably will not be doing that and going the easy route. Got special glue to attach that. Any spillage of that I can easily cover up with a little dot of paint afterwards. Probably a bit impractical because all of this space used to be empty, and I could have done it then had I had the materials or the work ethic.
Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Got me like, hey, I think that we've all had enough.
Now this is looking pretty good. I managed to put the first one up yesterday. Worked out perfectly, cutting that bit out. This one's cut out already too, but it's still a bit too long. I wanted to put the other one up so I can measure that exactly. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna paint this one as well. Now that's a wall worthy of some art.